Good morning and welcome to video number 3 on parabolas. So because we're not in class, I'm going to skip the very long and arduous derivation of the formula for a parabola. But just know conceptually that if I wanted to derive the equation for the parabola, it would be using the distance formula. We know that a parabola has the feature that the parabola itself is equidistant between the focus point and the directrix. So using the distance formula, again, just like we did with ellipses and circles and law of sines and cosines, would be used, okay? So there are two types of parabolas, as we said before, the kind that open up and down and the kind that open left and right. So let's talk for now about the kind that open up and down, okay, just to make it easy. And make sure you're taking really good notes. You're going to want to refer to these a lot as you go through your next set of examples. Okay, so if you have a parabola that opens up and down, here's basically the deal. You're going to have the following equation. Y equals A times the quantity x minus h squared plus k. And you've seen this before. This is, quote, vertex form. Now, if A is greater than 0, right, you know the parabola opens up. Opens up, okay? And if A is less than 0, you know the parabola opens down. And that's old news, you guys know that. You also know the vertex. And you know the vertex to be HK. But here's what's new, okay? The focus point is going to be somewhere above the vertex, right? Remember we said the focus point is going to sort of be like inside the bowl if it's opening upward. So the focus point, you're going to do H times K, and you're going to do plus P if it's opening up, because P is going to be this distance here, okay? And you're gonna do minus P if it opens down. So I'm gonna write plus or minus P. So whether the focus point is above the parabola or below the parabola depends on how it opens. P is the distance from the focus point to the parabola. Okay. And I'm going to do some numerical examples as well. And the axis, so let's do the directrix next. So to get to the directrix, right, we have to think about this. It's going to be an equation y equals, it's going to be the letter K minus P if P is up, right? Because the directrix would be this way. But you're going to need to add P if the parabola is opening down. So I would just again say K equals plus or minus P. And we'll do some examples to help that make sense. The axis of symmetry is always going to be x equals h. Okay, now you might be thinking, how am I supposed to get P? Again, I'm going to skip the derivation of this. But just know that A equals 1 over 4P, or you can say that P equals 1 over 4A. Okay, in the next video, I will give you a series of equations for the sideways parabolas. Again, make sure you have excellent notes and all of the ingredients listed before you move on. You're going to want to refer to these formulas as we move forward. I will see you in the next video.